kjenner deg ut i evig kvitans sand. Vakner ekoidelig drenger han gjorde seg tilegnet vil være denne mann. Men guttene sova så lenge.
Hi, Andreas.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. What's the weather like over there?
It's windy, raining.
Yeah, is it cold?
Yeah, it's not that it's the wind actually. The wind and the rain makes it cold.
Oh, I love wind, so I would love that. So I obviously do not speak Norwegian. And so I wanted to know how to pronounce the band name right. I heard Inger say Osterlide.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it's the first letter is the trick. It's
Yes.
a typical Norwegian one, which is supposed to be pronounced
Okay. So can you say the band name so that we can all say it right?
Østerlide.
Okay. So there's a little bit of an accent in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like. And what does it mean?
It means somewhere in the east.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's
It's
really
from
nice.
it's the direction the sun is rising.
Oh, I love that. That's so nice. How did you all meet? Because there's two other members in the band.
Yes.
And I want to know, like, how did you meet? How did you come together as a band and start making music?
Well, I asked Liv to do a cooperation with the Norwegian folk music, and she agreed to that. We knew each other from several bands in Oslo area. We never been playing together, but we know have played with a lot of the same people. So asked her, and she said yes, and we started working. And then we needed a more band sound, and then we both had worked with Ulrik in other constellations.
Mm-hmm.
So he came along. That was a smart move, I think.
Yeah.
Because the mix of us three together, we are good on different areas, and together we
you like fill each other's gaps, and then you make like a one really good whole. And like I've listened to your music, I've watched videos, and you're all like immensely talented.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, it's just like it blows me away. Liv's voice is like out of this world, unreal. And so yeah, I can definitely hear how much you complement each other, and that's what I love about music. It's like you can, have so much skill, but there's still something maybe that you're missing, and someone else can fill that gap. And then when you bring it together, it's like the most beautiful thing. And that's what I love about making music with other people. Like it's amazing. Like you don't take away from each other, but you add to each other, and I love that. And so you've been on tour recently, right?
Yeah, we're sort of we are in a little break this week.
Good.
We're back on again
next week. Yeah. And are you just going around Norway?
Yeah.
And how has that been? I know that you've had like a few issues, like as logistically traveling, whatever, before, but how's it going?
No, in Norway, it's no problem. But of course, when you're crossing borders, it's another deal.
Yes, that's definitely.
It's been a lot of hours in the car.
Yeah. Isn't that what touring is though? Just a lot of
Yeah.
travel, but it's worth it, right? I feel like it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What plans do you all have coming up? Like for maybe next year, are you going to be touring more, recording, anything like that?
We were in studio in June, recording an album,
Mhm.
but then we needed some time to do the editing and
Yeah.
the technician was a little busy, so we had to delay a little, and then we started playing this at concerts. So the material it continued to evolve. And then we came back at the studio recordings and found out that we need to do some changes here.
Yeah.
So it's going to take some time. We now have scheduled the album for 17th of March in the
That's
spring.
pretty soon. That's so exciting.
We have one song which are gonna be released as a single
Oh,
this
good.
Monday, the 14th of November. Because
Oh,
the
okay.
same day we're playing in at a venue in Oslo called Kulturkirken Jakob, which is a church who has a lot of concerts. It's always you're playing the music and then it passes, and then if you can release something, it's something concrete.
Yes,
Which is
exactly. Yeah,
very,
it's there
very, very
forever.
nice.
Yeah.
Som ingen kan dømme. Og ut fra der inne der lever.
Can you teach me a Norwegian word?
Yeah, I can teach you a Norwegian word.
I'm probably gonna mess it up. I'm sorry to everyone in Norway.
You're gonna make this one. Egg.
Egg?
It's the same.
Wonderful. I know a Norwegian word. That's great. And if you were to recommend one food, one like traditional Norwegian food, what would that be?
Fish or meat?
I mean, I'm a vegetarian, but my audience eats whatever. So you can say whatever you want to recommend.
The most well, the thing that that's the most special thing, which probably most people that aren't used to it doesn't appreciate that much, is the Norwegian Christmas food called lutefisk.
Okay.
Some kind of cod, which you add in what we in Norway call lut, which is an old substance to remove paint. Not acetone, but that's some. It's an older yeah, an older way of doing it, so it's not that poisoning, but well, it's from the times before the refrigerators and
Right.
so
it like preserves it.
Yeah, an old preserving method. That's pretty well. I prefer the normal fish. I'm not grown up with that. But I know that is often something that people from far away visiting like to try. I have too many windows open.
That's okay. That's like my brain. I have too many windows open in my brain.
Yeah. So she knows the material.
Yeah.
She's a trained folk singer.
Yes.
Well, the two of us guys, we're trained jazz musicians. actually. But well, the music scene in Norway, it's like we're not so many people, so you can't just stick to your own stuff. You have to play with people to have someone to play with. So therefore, they are pretty common here to cooperate with everyone that works that plays music by ear, basically.
Right.
And therefore we have gone into this with this jazz musician kind of starting point, which is like, what do I hear? What is this for kind of music? And what is this tune? What is in the lyrics or in the melody or in the rhythmic parts, or how can we make something nice out of it and build something, build an arrangement without any rules.
I love that.
try to
you're
make
not restricting yourself. Yeah,
because it's anyway not music that easily fits into any radio station,
right?
And all this is old stories. Some of them are like 1,000 years old. So traditionally they have been sung a cappella, and every accompaniment would be different from time to time. So that's a little, it's kind of freedom not to look at how is it supposed to be played on the traditional folk music scene.
Right.
So then I can use electric guitars, acoustic guitars, some lute, or try to do some try to, also worked a little with, try to make one sound out of percussion and strings, which is hopefully hard to say what is the source.
Right.
To make things go in each other, and hopefully it became one sound that's so hard to pull apart.
Yeah, well, it's definitely an art form. I admire all of your talent and training and inventiveness, and it comes together really beautifully, like I said before. So I wanted to ask you, have you been playing music like basically your whole life, or how did you start? Yeah, you just, how did you start? Did you pick up a guitar, or what happened?
Yeah, I picked up a guitar when I was a youth, and started playing in shitty rock and roll bands with my friends.
Isn't that how it all starts?
And it was so much fun, so it's impossible to stop.
It is.
And then it sort of evolves by time.
Yeah.
Because now I've been doing this like for 30 years or more.
Well, your experience and your expertise shows. And like,
Thanks.
I was watching that video of you playing with the bow on the guitar, and it just blows me away. Thank you so much for chatting with me. And
thank you.
I'm so excited to share with everyone your absolutely stunning, beautiful music. And I can't wait to see everything you do in the release. I'm very excited for it.
Thank you.